one of the farm that I'm making for one of my subscriber. We are running inlet and outlet pipe inside the pond already, and that is why I have to show you this video so that you can see how it is done. Actually, we should have run the water from one pond to the other, like link it together. So after running the inlet into the first pond, we should have run the outlet from the first pond into the second pond, and from the second pond into the third pond, from the third into the fifth, sixth, on and on like that. But I decided not to do that for one very good reason, and the reason is because there might be a disease in one of the pond that I may likely want to control for the person, or the person may likely want to control when I'm not around. So there will be possibility to close every other inlet and open every other outlet and let the dirty water, the diseased water, to go. So it will be easy to block the outlets. But assuming we link the pond from one to the other, if there is disease, if any disease is affecting one pond, that means we won't be able to control the outlet pipe. So the water will be linking from one to the other, and from there the disease will spread from pond 1 to pond 2, from pond 2 to pond 3. But if they both have their separate inlet and outlet pipe, that means if we have disease in one of the pond, we are going to control it easily. What we are going to do is to open the outlet pipe and ease the water and release the water so that the water will go out. Then we'll pump in fresh water into the pond. Then we'll treat the pond that is filled with fish. But if we link the outlets together, it won't be possible for us to control the disease that affects any pond. That is one. Number two, there are possibility for us to need water in one or two ponds. But if we link the pond together, that means we'll be having water in all the ponds together, which means if you are running water into one pond, that pond will be supplying another pond that we don't need water. So that is why we have our outlets and we have our inlets separately for each pond. This is actually pond number 3. So, and I'm fixing the pipe right now. So this is the inlet pipe, and don't forget, in one of the very first second video I think that I did for you, it's all about how to connect pipe in one of the pond too. So if you are connecting inlet pipe, make sure the pipe is slopey into the pond. It will, from the river, it will slope down into the pond. And if you are connecting outlet pipe, that means the pipe will slope from the pond into the river, which means if you want to take water in, water will flow easily into the pond. And if your water is filled and you want to reduce it, the water will pass through the outlet into the river again. So that is how it is done, and that is what I'm doing right now, so that whenever time we want to fill one pond with water, I'll open the inlet and the water will run inside. And if we want to reduce one water, it won't be that we are reducing the whole pond water, so we'll only be focusing on one. So this system is very easy than to link outlets into another pond. It is very risky in some area and it is very good in other ways, but doing it separately is better than linking it together. why do we need to run water into our pond? That is to refresh the water or to fill up the water. If your water is dirty, your water may be dirty and full at the same time. If you want to refresh it, then you open the outlet, so the water will be going out and new one will be coming in. So, or sometimes your water may not reach the normal volume, the normal level that you want the water to reach, so you add more from the river, you add more, or the stream, into the pond. That is the reason why we run inlet and outlet pipe into our pond. And there's something you need to know about this thing. It is very, very essential to run water into your pond because fish like fresh water, especially when they are at their bigger level. They like fresh water. Once, even if you are feeding them once in a day and they are getting enough water, they will grow faster and bigger inside the pond if they have good water source. And if you have good water source and you are giving them fresh water every day, this will help their growth. And be very, very careful whenever time you are running water into the pond. So check your water if your water is clean enough. Check your water if your water is disease free. Check your water if other people are not pumping disease water into the from their pond into the river or the stream you are using. So you check very well. Or if there is an erosion, please kindly block your inlet so that water won't enter into the inlet and pass through to your pond, so that your pond won't overflow. So you have to be very, very careful with all these things together. I told you it has its own advantages and disadvantages. So if rain is falling, you don't need to open your inlet for water to go in. So from there might be erosion from any place that will enter into the stream or the river you are using and take disease from there. So you have to be very, very careful with that. So when rain is uh, when it's raining, you have to block your inlet and open your outlet. So in case if your water level rises and it wants to go beyond the level it should be, the outlet will take your water out. This will help your pond to be in a very balanced level. If you want to run this pipe, make sure you get quality one. See, I'm folding it, the thing is not folding, so you have to get quality one. If you get the one that is not quality, once they pour sand, if they fix this thing and they put the pipe inside the hole and they want to pour sand, if the sand is too heavy, the pipe will now melt together, it will now break. So from there, even you won't even use it up to 3-4 months before you will be having problem with the inlet or the outlet that you use fake pipe to run in. So if you want to get a stronger pipe. So when you get a stronger pipe, it will serve you for a very long time and you won't even have problem with running water into your pond or running water out of your pond. So it is very good to get quality pipe. So use quality pipe to run your outlet. It's not necessary to get this color, but just get a pipe that is very strong. So this is all I have to tell you about running water from the river or the stream into your pond and from your pond into the river. It is very simple, but when you are going to do it, please get professional to help you do it. If you don't have professional that will help you do it, they will help you to fix it. You may not use it more than 1 month and everything will just stop working, even if your pipe is original, because I told you it has to be slopey. If it is outlet, it will slope out, and if it is inlet, it will slope inside the pond. So if you have people that now balance it, everything is now straight, you'll be having problem with the inlet or the most especially the inlet, because if it is straight and it doesn't slope, when the water reduces and you bag the water so that the water will come in, the pressure that will pass through the hose into the pond won't be much. But if professional help you to do it and it's very slopey, once you bag even the water level, if the water level for the river reduces, if you bag it, water will still rush into your pond. So with this, I believe when you want to do yours, you will find the better people that will help you to do it and you won't have any mistake. Even if they are not there, with the little idea you get from this video, if you stand with them, they will help you to do a very good job. So thank you for watching all our videos. I am your farm captain Simeon. Don't forget, keep on subscribing, we really appreciate that. Thank you for making us your #1 priority. We love you.